Hello, boys. Welcome to the transfer news roundup. Some big transfers to talk about today. So we'll start with some clubs' transfer news. So the first transfer news that we have heard is as following. First up, Manchester United have sold youngster Chong. He is going on loan to Championship side Birmingham City. Now, this is a bit of a weird deal. I mean, Manchester United, they do known for their big signings. So this could be an interesting signing. I think Chong to Birmingham. I don't know how much it will get under Birmingham manager Lee Bowyer, but I expect it's going to be very interesting. Some other moves to tell you about then. Let's talk about some Manchester United news. They have signed Jadon Sancho from Borussia Dortmund. Now, I think this is a brilliant deal. I think Jadon Sancho, he will be very, very good in the Premier League. They're still waffling around with Sancho, but it looks like Sancho may be joining Manchester United, which would be a massive deal. Another deal that Manchester United have done and trying to finish now is Real Madrid defender Rafael Varane. Now, Varane, that's a big deal for Man United. A lot of Man United fans were saying they were excited about the news of Rafa Varane to Man United. Now, Man United, it looks like both of those players have signed for the club. So that's big for Manchester United Football Club, obviously signing two brilliant players in Jadon Sancho and, of course, Rafael Varane. So let's just get on with some other news now then. Some other news, we'll talk about some Premier League. Let's move on to Arsenal. Now, Arsenal, we've been in some very, very big news. First of all, as today on this news that we've been following, is Arsenal have paid £50 million for Brighton centre-back Ben White. Now, this is a big deal. If Arsenal get this deal over the line, that would be a very, very big deal. Now, I mean, I saw Ben White last season at Brighton, and I thought he was a very good player. I think if Arsenal do get this deal over the line with Ben White, which they're trying to, I think that'd be a good deal. Another deal Arsenal have made is Locatelli. Now, Locatelli, Arsenal have paid looking at a bid of £34 million. Now, if Locatelli does sign for Arsenal, this would be a big deal. It says here that the Barcelona swap deals between, they had two swap deals between Antoine Griezmann from Barcelona and Juventus star Pablo Dybala. Now, this is a very interesting story. I mean, just seen this today, as I said. Locatelli. Now, that would be a big signing for that would be a massive signing. I mean, it's very hard to call on how I think these signings will work, but I think if that Locatelli deal does get done, then I think that would be a very, and I'm not saying this as a joke, a very, very good deal. I mean, if you look at the quality in some of these signings, we're just going to look at some other transfer news to tell you about. So let's have a look at this one. Another deal for Manchester United. Now, I think this is a brilliant deal. Some big deals coming out today. Another big deal here for Manchester United. They are looking to bring in Camavinga. Now, this would be a deal. This is what they've said. Man United fired Eldo Camavinga transfer wing by Rain potential as a talk confirmed. So now Camavinga looks like he could be going to Manchester United. Now, that would be a massive deal if that is true, that Camavinga could be joining Manchester United. Now, this is a big deal. Camavinga is a decent player. I do like his chances in the Premier League at Man United, but I think, is that a step too far for him? Some really big changes here. Let's have a look then what TalkSport have said. Some big announcements, as I say. Let's have a look what else is happening. It's a big day for transfers. As I can see, transfer live for Jeremy Moreno. Varane. Let's have a look. I would say Varane, as I mentioned a moment ago. We've got Locatelli on transfer news. Varane and Locatelli, Chelsea FC, Man United, Arsenal, Tottenham, Liverpool, and list runs. We've had some other news about Trent. I'm not really bothered about that, so let's talk about that. Let's have a look at some of these stuff that's been announced there. Manchester City are once again real to splash the cash as they target a huge deal with both Harry Kane and Jack Grealish through managing to press. Oh, second here. Where was I about managing to press? I've lost where I am now. Here we are, managing to press a fair deal away from Tottenham. And Aston Villa will approve this deal. Villa are convinced of Grealish agreeing to a new contract, while Spurs have really ruled out selling their priced cross or something. I can't really apologise for my reading today. Liverpool have been linked with Cyril Noku and Yeri Tielemans and Nico Bella, as well as a potential deal with Portuguese midfielder Renato Sanchez. They look to release Jorginho Wijnaldum, while big dubs have been elsewhere. Have been also over a future of captain Jordan Henderson. Keep up to date with all of today's list transfer news. Remind group below. So then we have some other news to tell you about. Let's have a look what's happening here. Arsenal sign Linko in 15 mil deals. Tottenham on voyage of 2 new signings. Depends on over Henderson, Liverpool future. Man United close in on Varane. Chelsea return to Lewandowski, so it's like Chelsea going in for Lewandowski. Arsenal agree on £50 million Ben White free. Tottenham below in Dan Ings' progression, and Andros Townsend has gone to Everton, has joined Everton. Now that's an interesting signing. Andros Townsend, the Crystal Palace, heading to Everton. Some other updates. Liverpool midfielder Makio has confirmed a president move to Porto. Premier League club have announced. Serbian international goes to 25 Jurgen Klopp's first signing as Liverpool manager in 2016. Made it only 16 appearances in all competitions during his 5 years at Anfield. Liverpool said on their official website that the Serbian international returned to the Portuguese club after making 39 appearances and scoring 2 goals during his loan spell in 2020-21. Another done deal to confirm. Burnley have signed Wayne Hennessy after he left Crystal Palace. The 34-year-old, who has 181 Premier League appearances to name, and will progress hold over for Nick Pope. Brentford sign Aki Ogu. Brentford have confirmed the signing of Nakio midfielder Frank Okio from Dutch side FC Midland. The free of Okio, though, is unclaimed by Spon in Denmark confirmed the Bees have spammed up around £8.5 million to get their man. The 23-year-old joins Brentford from Mainland, with the Bees owner Matthew Benham has the Medellin sign of observed a period of quality before joining up with the squad for training. Brentford boss Thomas Frank said, "I'm looking forward to getting Frank in the building with think he would be a strong addition to the squad, and we were looking forward to working with him. He is a very dynamic player." Dostuma checks out. Bournemouth were one of the few clubs linked with Andros Townsend, who left Crystal Palace. Townsend now looks set to join Everton, but the Charles after losing winger. Spanish side Villarreal had former to sign Dostuma in the summer. Connected to this report, Danjuma, he's an exciting season in his second entire year, scoring 17 goals, time linked in both legs of the playoffs. Bournemouth paid nearly £14 million to sign him 2 years ago. They thought so he hold on to for a good free. Everton continue in the link with a clutch of wingers, with Andros Townsend said to be close to pledging a free transfer after leaving Crystal Palace. On Sky Sports, and now reporting that Demarai Gray have mythical with a new club this afternoon. The former Leicester man is coming to the Bayer Leverkusen, so it looks like Andre Gray's going to Bayer Leverkusen. Spurs, Tottenham have kicked off their transfer business under Nuno Santos by signing Atalanta goalkeeper Pedro Granello on a loan with Simon Cummings. Spurs and in advanced talks to the 26-year-old who was spent time at Manchester United during his youth career. Giovanni enjoys a split at Aston Villa, but moving to Atalanta on loan in 2017 and joining them previously in 2018. The goalkeeper, who experienced in the Serie A, and now Spurs are set to sign him on a loan with a deal expecting to increase options by Gironi for £12.9 million and the end of next season. The deal will be the first for new boss Nuno transfer, and also the first move completed by Spurs. Now managing Dr. Football Filippo, this guy's name is very hard to pronounce. Tottenham are also keen to sign Atalanta centre-back Christian Romero, but in agreed for the Argentina international is yet to be found as talking continues. Locatelli now. This is Locatelli, this one I was telling you about for Arsenal. Arsenal have made a bid for £34 million for the offer of Italian midfielder Matteo Locatelli, accepting to a deal. The Gunners, along serving clubs, international signing of Locatelli. Locatelli from Slavio this summer after imposition during the tournament of Euro 2020 confirmed. Juventus are also keen on the move and have really offered 25 million for the young midfielder Nico Fergiel. Andre Dugvado told us on Sky Sports News that the Italian Juventus look like to sign Locatelli to, and Arsenal already offered £40 million. So it looks like Arsenal have gone up the price to buy him. One sneaky point that in the Gunners, there just could be a link of the Champions League football Juventus run of nine Spirit League titles come to an endless season, but their fourth place finish with enough to get them a place in the Champions League. Now we've got a Danny Ings rumour, and this is Danny Ings, the Southampton striker. Tottenham believe they are heavily linked with a move for Southampton and English striker Danny Ings all summer, but today reports are there that the 28-year-old mid set off a move to Manchester United, Man City or Manchester United. However, they also said that the South Coast club are yet to release as image for him leave on a free next summer. Net the man. Arsenal are close to signing Ben White from Brighton in a mysterious for £50 million. The move with the deal expects to and in other reports this morning said that Brighton have interacted Liverpool's Nat Phillips as a report. Phillips played 20 times for the Reds last season after the defence was hurt by injury, but he has said to be able now for around 15 million. Yes, there's some big transfer news today. Just scrolling down the news here, we've got and now we've got some news about Camavinga. So that was another one that was in the news today, that he might be making the move to Man United. Let's see what they've had to say about Camavinga, the man that comes from Rennes. If there is one player who is the face of the summer transfer window, it could well be Rennes French midfielder Endro Camavinga. The 18-year-old is bringing taxed by a world host of top clubs across Europe. This morning's Spike's update is that Manchester United are willing to praise of the manager. It took them took them sold years to sign Jadon Sancho after all, and they are looking to drive down the free. And that's it for the transfer news for now. Let's see if there's any other transfer news. Let's have a look what else is happening in the transfer news. Have we got any other transfer news? Let's have a look what is happening here. Transfer stuff going on. We've got Saul transfer. We've got transfers for Locatelli, Haaland, Hudson-Odoi, Kingsley Coman, Gabriel Jesus and Ronaldo. Ooh. Let's have a look at this then. We've got some big signings here, as you can see. Saul looks like he's had some links from clubs like Liverpool, Man United, and Barcelona. So Saul looks like he's on the move from Atletico Madrid. Arsenal are still after Locatelli. Chelsea are after Erling Haaland. Well, if that deal gets done, that'd be a good deal for Chelsea. It looks like Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to be moving to Bayern Munich, as I say. So Bayern Munich are after Callum Hudson-Odoi for a swap with a German club, 25-year-old French winger Coman. So it looks like Bayern Munich won Hudson-Odoi, and they're going to give Chelsea. It looks like Coman's going to be going to Chelsea to replace Hudson-Odoi. So it looks like Callum Hudson-Odoi is going to Bayern Munich, and Chelsea will get a straight exchange of French winger Kingsley Coman. Now, if that deal gets done, that would be a very good deal. Arsenal, though, also after a fullback. Arsenal are in link with 21-year-old English fullback from Norwich City. We're after Max Aarons. Now, Arsenal have been some very, very good news recently. As I said, they are now in link with two clubs are in link with him. Arsenal and Bayern Munich both in a deal with Norwich right back Max Aarons. Now, if Arsenal get that deal done, Arsenal are in talks with Norwich to sign Max Aarons. Now, that would be a decent right back. I've got nothing against Hector Bellerin. I think Hector Bellerin is a hell of a player. Yeah, another deal there, just saying about Andros Townsend might be joining Everton. Now, if that deal does get done, Andros Townsend does join Everton. Now, I think that's a good deal for Everton. I mean, Everton, I've got nothing against Everton. They're a hell of a team. Yes, that's a massive deal. Juventus are after Man City striker Gabriel Jesus. Now, if that deal gets done, that could be a good deal as well. Jesus looks like he's getting links from Juventus, from Man United to Juventus, because Juventus are after him. Now, that would be a good deal, I think. I mean, if you look at the Jesus, he's a decent player. I've watched him in games. Yeah, I mean, I think that would be a really good deal. I'm not saying that as a joke. I think that would be a very good deal if Juventus can get that deal with Man City. But I don't think Man City would want to let Jesus go, so I'm interested to see what happens with that deal. That'd be a massive deal. PSG are also in doing some transfer business. They're after, I think, is that big players. PSG, speaking of PSG, they have made some good signs. Obviously, a few days ago they signed Ramos from Real Madrid. I thought that was a good signing. I mean, the problem is now some great signs like here. You've got Renato Sanchez that's been linked with some clubs. I mean, if we're starting Renato Sanchez, that'd be a massive loss for Lille. Obviously, Lille won the Ligue 1 last season, so that'd be a massive loss for them. That'd be a massive loss if he is leaving Lille. Philip Coutinho is also, looks like he's on the move. $17.1 million Liverpool look like they're in link for Coutinho to bring back Philip Coutinho. Brighton are in a deal with Celtic striker Edouard. Now that'd be a decent deal, I think, for the Seagulls. If they can get Edouard from Celtic. Brighton also in a deal with Danish forward Martin Braithwaite. That's a good deal. I think if that deal gets done, that's a big move. Cristiano Ronaldo looks like he's been linked with some clubs. Also Mario Icardi. Icardi looks like he's been linked. Icardi's now been linked between PSG and Juventus. So for Icardi, looks like he might be leaving Inter. We could see Icardi either at Juventus in Serie A or heading to the French side PSG along with Sergio Ramos. Ole Solskjaer from Man United managers looks like they're trying to get back Jesse Lingard back from West Ham. Because remember, Man United sent Lingard out on loan last year to West Ham, so they'll be looking to get him back in the squad. Arsenal are also looking to sell French striker Alexandre Lacazette, so it looks like Arsenal are going to be selling Lacazette. So it looks like if Lacazette is planning to leave Arsenal would have to go for a new striker. But saying that, though, we still do have Edouard Nketiah. I don't know what we're doing with Nketiah, but Arsenal have made some big statements going out. As I say, we've got sold Kolasinac. Kolasinac is gone. It looks like we're sending Smith Rowe out on loan this season, so we'll see what happens with that. Yes, so it looks like Arsenal are looking to sell Lacazette. Inter are in deals with PSV defender Dumfries. Now, if that deal gets done, that'd be interesting. Juventus and Napoli are after Bayern Munich midfielder Tolisso for £17.1 million in the summer. So it looks like Tolisso could be on the move to either Juventus or Napoli in the Serie A. I think that'd be a good deal. They have paid £17.1 million though for Tolisso. Whether Tolisso will accept that. Also, Burnley are on transfer news. Burnley and Newcastle both are after players as well. Looks like French winger Thomas Robert, son of former Newcastle winger Louis Robert. So it looks like Thomas Robert, they're in talk with him to either Premier League clubs, either Burnley. Looks like he could be heading to Burnley. As I say, Burnley have signed goalkeeper Wayne Hennessy, the 34-year-old Wayne Hennessy. Looks like he's heading to Burnley. It's like Dani Alves could be heading to Newcastle. It says Manchester United star Paul Pogba close to PSG. So it looks like Pogba's heading to PSG. Right, boys, and that will be it for the transfer news for today. We'll be doing another transfer news when we know more transfer news. But thank you guys for watching. Now, as I say, Arsenal are in link with Ben White, so hopefully that deal gets done, and Locatelli as well. I'll keep you updated with the transfer news. Thank you guys for watching for now. Remember to like and subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back very, very soon. See ya.